Hi guys, Vechs here. On this episode, I'm going to be going over League of Legends gameplay and basic terminology so you can have an easier time understanding the game. This is the lobby screen right before you start a game, and the main mode of League of Legends is 5 players versus 5 other players. There are other modes, but just about every time you see me, I'm going to be doing the 5 versus 5 stuff. It's kind of the main attraction. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pick from a list of champions here. I'm going to pick Ashe, who's pretty good at demonstrating stuff, I think.
All the world on one arrow.
And I'm going to do, let's see. I'm going to do that. This right here, before you begin a match, you get to choose your runes and your masteries. I'll go over those later. And also your summoner spells. In the lore behind the game, League of Legends is essentially a conflict resolution device for people and countries to solve their issues through trials of combat. In the game, you actually play a summoner, a shadowy figure who elects a champion to fight for them to resolve a conflict. Okay, and now we're in the game, and we got through the loading screen. Okay. So this is going to be an example game, and as the game goes on, I'm just going to start explaining stuff. Alright, this is our base. There are 2 teams. There is blue team here and purple team here. And actually, let me go and do enable colorblind mode. Oh, blue versus orange. No, that's going to be weird. But if you do enable colorblind mode, it changes to blue and orange, I think. Anyway, so we are blue team right here. If you look on the mini map in the corner of the screen, and over here is purple team. So blue versus purple. 5 versus 5. The object of the game is to destroy the enemy team's nexus. This thing right here that I'm hovering my mouse over, this is our team's nexus, and the purple team nexus is all the way down the battlefield right there through the fog of war. The fog of war is this black stuff. It makes it so you can see the terrain, but you can't actually see what's going on there. You can see it being revealed right here. Typical real-time strategy game stuff. So there's the enemy nexus. We have to kill this building. Here is our nexus. They have to kill that to win. Everything else that happens in the game is basically in support of that goal. Like I said, there are other game modes where you have different goals and objectives, but I will not be touching on those because I think the main attraction for League of Legends is the 5 versus 5 mode. But there's also stuff like 3 versus 3. Then there's also a Arathi Basin style, if you've ever played World of Warcraft, domination mode. And then there's also a single lane mode where you have randomly assigned champions. But like I said, I'm going to focus on this. Okay, so let me go over, before I get into anything else, let me go over the map and how it's laid out. There's 3 lanes, and you can see the lanes here with the turrets. These buildings will automatically shoot at enemies. And from our bases, from the nexus here, we have waves of computer-controlled minions that spawn, and these minions attempt to go and attack the enemy side of the map. And they will go and they're basically going to try to attack the enemy nexus. Both teams have minions spawning. So you see here in the middle, the minions meet in combat. And there's our Shin. He's almost dead. You can see his life bar there. He's retreating. But the minions meet and they fight in the middle. And so your goal is to use your champion to fight through the enemy minions. Destroy the turrets in order. You have to kill these base turrets in order. So this one, and then this one. You can't, like, say, come around and attack this turret before this one has died. And you start destroying these outer defenses of the base until you get in the base. And this right here, I'll go show it on our side too. This right here, this is called an inhibitor. And if you kill this building after killing one of these outer, or I should say inner turrets, if you kill an inhibitor, it makes more powerful minions spawn for your team. So for example, if I went and killed the enemy team's mid lane inhibitor, which is this one. This is top lane right here. This is top lane. This is mid lane, and this is bottom lane. So top, mid, and bot. That's the slang for it. So if someone says I'm going bot, that means they're going to this bottom lane, and it comes down here, and there's bot lane right there in the middle, I should say. Mid is middle. Although actually, no, mid lane. Excuse me, I shouldn't say that. Mid lane is middle right here, but this is the where the two lanes meet, and ours starts and theirs starts right there. So there's bottom lane, and then up here is top lane. So if I kill that inhibitor right here, then our team will have more powerful minions spawning from the nexus here for mid lane only, not top or bottom. But if you killed all three, then you'd have these super powerful minions spawning from each lane. Is there anything else I need to cover on the base? Oh, yes. So you can see on the minimap these icons here. There's the base, there's the tower icons, the inhibitor icon where my mouse is. And you can see right here there's a river that flows through the map. You can actually walk into the river. So we have top lane, mid lane, bottom lane. We have the river in middle, right here in the middle of the map. And then this area here is jungle. Now, for the record, I've been sitting here at base. You never want to do this. The only reason I'm getting away with this is because this is a game against computer-controlled enemies. Even the champions are controlled by computers. You can see they're Fiddlesticks bot, Graves bot, Wukong bot. They're bots. And they're the easiest setting, so I'm not very worried about them. So this stuff here is the jungle. It's called the jungle, and both sides have a jungle. And you can see these little icons here. The fog of war is covering them up, but I'll just go run out here to them. Actually, I should buy something real fast. Well, I didn't want to talk about the shop yet, so let me just go out here. This is just an example game. It doesn't even matter if I lose this. But going out here to the jungle, there are creeps. They're neutral monsters that don't attack you unless you attack them. And this is a great chance to segue into the roles of the game. Usually, there's 5 champions and 3 lanes. So that means that you can't have an even distribution. Yeah, here's some wolves. See, there's a wolf, a giant wolf, and you can attack these and kill them for gold and experience. And up here is here's the ancient golem and some lizards guarding them, more powerful enemy. And this right here I'm running through. This is bush. This is a bush right here. If I'm in this bush, only people inside the bush with me can actually see me. So I'm kind of stealthed or cloaked or camouflaged. If you were standing right here where my mouse cursor is, you wouldn't be able to see me until I started shooting at you.
I always take the high ground.
Okay, so I'm going to head back to base. And I'm going to head back to base by hitting B. You can see my moves down here. B is called recall. Also called B, like let's B. That means let's recall back to base. Also called blue pill. But it just, after a short period of time, this spell it takes no mana to cast either. It just teleports you back to your base, like that. See? Okay, so let's go over lane assignments now. So you got the idea that there's 3 lanes, and then there's some neutral jungle in between the lanes. And good job, Zinchao. So typically, and this is just the common strategy. It is by no means definitive. It is known as the meta. For the metagame, which is how you... the metagame is how you equip yourself before going into battle, and how you... your strategy, basically. Your overarching strategy. For lane assignments, team composition, that kind of thing. Okay, so the basic strategy, you have one person go top lane, one person go mid lane, two people go bottom lane, and then one person gets his golden experience by fighting these neutral monsters in the jungle. Typically, you have a mage of some kind go mid. A ranged, usually it's a ranged magic user, goes to mid lane. You have a fighter, warrior type guy go top lane. And then you have a support character, which can do things like maybe healing or shields or stunning and slowing the enemies, go bottom lane. A support character, and then a what's called an AD carry. Now, AD, AP, what am I talking about? What's going on? You're confused now. The character I am right now is commonly referred to as an AD carry. AD stands for attack damage. In the bottom left, you can see my stats here. You can see my attack stat. Basically, an AD carry is a champion that can just auto-attack, use their basic auto-attack to win the game for you by making it very powerful and very damaging. This is a messed up... whatever. I'm just going to get out there now. So that's what an AD carry is. So you have an AD carry going bot lane. Basically, let's call it an archer type person, or a marksman with a gun, you know, something like that. So you have your archer. You'll have your archer and your healer go bot lane. Your archer and your healer go bot lane. Your mage goes to middle, and your warrior goes up to top. And then there's a variety of different character types who can go into the jungle to fight. Usually they are a melee fighter of some description. Alrighty. So I'm just going to sit here and play very cautiously, because actually standing around at my base, I got no gold or experience, so I'm actually quite behind, which is actually fine, because that'll make me not win this game. Alright, so let's start going over AD and AP. The character I'm playing right now is an attack damage champion. They're an AD champion. I'm gonna get an assist here. I actually killed Misfortune there. Wow, I'm level. That was kind of funny. We're pushing bot lane. Hold on one second. Nah, we're not gonna get him. He's under his turret now. Did you see how the turret started defending the enemy champion when our guys got too close? If I'm in range of the turret, it will default to shooting minions. However, if I attack an enemy champion under the range of the turret, it will recognize that and automatically start shooting me, even though my minions are present. That's how that works. Alright, so I'm going to go back to my turret, and I'm going to go over attack damage and what that means, and also abilities. So attack damage is literally just your attack power. You see I have stats here. I've got my attack damage here, which all that does is increase the damage I do with normal attacks. I'm being a character, her name is Ashe. Well, I thought it would... Where's my lore? Did they get rid of the lore? Oh well. Her name is Ashe. She's a archer that shoots ice arrows. You can see my stats here. I have attack, I have ability power, and dang it, MF, I'm trying to talk to people. Why you got to push my turret like that? I have attack speed right here, and then I have movement speed, then armor, and magic resistance. Now, there are some other stats. There's health regen, attack damage, armor penetration, lifesteal, attack speed, critical strike chance, my attack range, movement speed, my total mana, my mana regen, and this is listed as per 5 seconds, so 8 mana per 5 seconds. Ability power, magic penetration, spell vamp, which is basically lifesteal except for, you know, abilities. Cooldown reduction, which controls how fast my abilities refresh. armor, magic resist, and tenacity, which determines my resistance to crowd control effects. Crowd control being things like stun, being rooted in place, being slowed, that kind of thing. Let's just go over Ashe's abilities real quick, because we have to start somewhere. So Ashe is a Frost Archer. She has a passive, 3 moves, an ultimate move, and then these 2 moves are my summoner spells. Every character has this setup. And that's what makes this game pretty easy, because every character basically has 4 moves and then, a passive. So let's start with her passive. It's called Focus. If Ashe has not attacked for 3 seconds, she starts gaining 5 stacks of focus every second. At 100 stacks, Ashe's next attack will critically strike. Initial focus stacks are equal to Ashe's critical strike chance. So you can see that the stacks have built up, and my next attack is guaranteed to critically hit. So I'm going to go shoot Nunu with it. You can see that 155 popped up, so that was a crit. Oh, I better run. Let's head back, because our life, you see, our life bar right there is very low, and I don't want to get killed, so I'm going to head back. Okay, next move, her Q. And these are activated by Q, W, E, and R on your keyboard, and then the summoner spells are D and F, and then B is, well, obviously B. So it's very easy, easy to control. Her Q is a toggle. So I press it, and you can see it's the swirling picture there. That means it's toggled on. That's Frost Shot. It takes 8 mana per attack, and you can see my mana down here, this little blue bar. Not every character has mana, just a heads up. Some have various resources they use. A common one is energy. Anyway, so what does Frost Shot do? Basic attacks slow enemies by 15% for 2 seconds. So her auto attacks can slow enemies down. So that's pretty cool. Her W is Volley, and that fires arrows in a cone, dealing 60 plus 99 physical damage. Volley applies Frost Shot slow effect, so it puts the slow on them. Okay, so here's something interesting. 60 plus 99, and you see that's an orange number. Orange numbers on tooltips means that the ability scales with your attack damage. This 99 over here. So let's, for example, it's dealing 60 plus 99. Let's go buy something that gives us some attack. How about this pickaxe here, which is 875 gold and gives plus 25 attack damage. So my 99 is going to change to a 124, and then that plus 60, that plus 99 is now a plus 124. So that's how that move scales with attack damage. Now, do I have a... Yeah, here we go. Okay, Hawk Shot. Hawk Shot has 2 purposes. The passive effect on it means I gain gold, extra gold when I kill an enemy. The active effect reveals terrain as it flies towards a target location. It grants vision for 5 seconds. So, what's the range? So, you know that Fog of War I talked about? Hawk Shot basically lets Ashe scout ahead to see if there's enemies lurking. I'm going to fire it at that bush up there. So you see how it actually revealed the bush? So I could see if there was somebody hiding in there. Now Ashe, being an archer, is very squishy. She's not very rugged or durable. So I don't want to get... Ow. You don't want to get jumped on by melee people when you're Ashe. Yeah, you better run, Nunu. Are we going to get him? Yep, I'm going to get it. Now I'm going to run from MF. Okay. Let me use my volley. There we go. Shoot her a bit. Oh, hold on a sec. I've got some help here, so we might get MF. Yep, got her. Okay, so I had to use a move I hadn't talked about yet, but I hope you'll forgive me. So we've got her E. Now, her ultimate, that's a ultimate, her R. You can only get the ultimate move for champions, most champions at level 6. It's usually a move with a very long cooldown and increased cost, but it's very powerful. Ashe's ultimate is Enchanted Crystal Arrow. It's more expensive. You can see it cost 150 mana, for example, instead of 60 or 8 or free. Hawkshot is free, so you can just throw it out there whenever you want. But it launches a crystal arrow of ice in a line that stuns an enemy, and you saw it when I shot it out. It stunned the enemy champion, and she couldn't move for a second. It also does magic damage. It does 250 plus 0 magic damage. That green number, that means that move scales with ability power. And you can see I have 0 ability power down here. Ability power is very simply make sure activated... Oh, shoot. I was sitting there talking and not even paying attention, and they just come and kill me. Oh, that was funny. Alright, so actually I probably should die once just to show you what happens when you die. When you die, you slowly respawn. You can see the respawn counter over my portrait down here. And you'll respawn back here at your base. And the higher level you are, the longer the respawn takes. So that means dying early game is not as bad as dying later in the match. So anyway, let's go buy something that costs... Let's be a baddie. I'm doing something stupid right now, so don't do this. I just bought an item that gives plus 20 ability power, so you can see I have 20 there. And that means that the Enchanted Crystal Arrow now does 250 plus 20 magic damage. So there's magic damage, and then there's physical damage. So I'm gonna sell that now back at the shop. This pad right here, actually specifically this little guy right here is the shop, and this is where you can buy stuff like this. See, you can buy stuff. Okay, so I've covered ability power. I've covered attack damage. So now you know, if I say a champion's an 80 champion, that means they scale with attack damage, and if they scale with ability power, then you know they're more of a mage. And in the shop, you can even sort by attack items and then magic items. And then there's also defense items, and then movement items. So let's go back to the recommended. Do I have enough for... Now let's just buy this. Actually, now would be a great time for me to cover the shop, now that I think about it. Okay, the shop. You just click on the shop. You can also hit P if you want to see the shop, and you don't have to be at the shop to actually open the window, but you do have to be back here at the shop in order to buy things. So each you get a steady trickle of gold. You can see the gold right down here. It's slowly trickling in. You also get gold by being the last person to get the killing hit on a minion. It's called last hitting, essentially. Can I get Graves there? Ooh. I just had to run because Nunu used his ultimate. Did you see that giant circle of frost on the floor that was slowly charging up? That was Nunu's ultimate move. And after a few seconds, anything in that circle takes a huge amount of magic damage. Anyway, let me head back and go to the shop. So at the shop, it'll give you recommended items, which the game designers recommend for your character. And there's starting items that you buy at the very start of the game, such as like boots. These just make you move faster. And these are some healing potions that'll just heal your character if you activate them. Then they say they have some recommendations for what is essential for your character that you should have every match. Yeah, let me cover this real fast. Doran's Blade is part of the set of Doran's item. There is all items. There's Doran's Shield, Blade, and then the Ring. These items have better stats than normal for their gold cost. However, they do not build into any items. What does that mean? Let's take a look at Boots of Speed. Boots of Speed is just a basic item. You can buy it. But if you notice up here in the shop, it says it builds into something. It builds into a bunch of other boots. So let's take a look at Berserker's Greaves, which I already own. You can buy them outright, or you can build them up in pieces. For example, Boots of Speed plus a dagger, which gives attack speed, will build into Berserker's Greaves. So basically you can slowly construct an item without having all the gold for it. Like right now I'm trying to build an item called Infinity Edge, which gives lots of attack damage, critical strike chance, and it has a unique passive effect that makes my critical strikes better. And it's built out of a pickaxe, a cloak of agility, and a BF sword, which officially means best friend sword, but, you know, or big friendly sword, you know. So I can buy these cheaper items while I'm in the process of building the Infinity Edge. So that's pretty much all that does. That's about it for the shop. They make suggestions for offensive items and then defensive items, depending on how you want to build your character. And then you can go in and buy any item in the game. You can even make your own item tables. You can see I have one for attack damage, which are my personal picks for attack damage items, grouped by some basic items, boots, core items for AD champions, and then optional items which I will build based on the opponents I'm going up against. And, you know, the champion I'm playing. And then some optional items that I might want to build. For example, Ravenous Hydra is a favorite item of mine when I'm playing Xin Shao. It gives you plus 75 attack damage. It gives you some health regen. It gives you lifesteal. And the passive on it is lifesteal applies to damage dealt by this item. The unique passive is that it makes your basic attacks splash. Cleave, basically, it's a cleave mechanic. Your basic attacks hit all enemies nearby you. And it also has an active effect if you activate the item to deal more of your attack damage in a radius around you. So it's a pretty cool item. And the passive means that the lifesteal on it works for the splash damage it does. But if you notice, it's melee only, so Ashe, being a ranged champion, cannot make use of that. Her version is actually Runan's Hurricane, which makes your basic attacks shoot out bolts to attack other people near you. So you can shoot at multiple targets with your basic attack. So this is an example of a game where I've basically been AFK. You don't want to ever do that. So the only reason I did that was because I was talking about stuff. Actually, now I think so. I've covered Ashe, so she's a pretty good introduction. Oh, hello, Wukong. In all honesty, Wukong should not run from me. He should just attack me, because I think he'd be able to kill me. Let's do a quick overview of... Oh, you see when I level up, I get to put a point into one of my moves here. Moves go from level 1 to level 5, and I've been ranking up my volley, so it's my most powerful move. Usually you have one move, it's a good idea to max first. Come on, Zen, get in there. There you go, get that guy. Oh, damn it, Shin. Now you can see right there, I got a shield. It actually turned my health bar white. That was my summoner spell. In the lore, as you remember, you're a summoner who's elected a champion to fight for you. And these summoner spells in the lore, these two right here, your D and your F, you pick these before a match, and these are spells you're personally casting for your champion to help them out. Barrier gave me a temporary shield to make sure Shin did not kill me there, because I was getting low on HP. So it basically covered me while I ran off. I need to build... Yeah, I just need to focus on my BF sword, I think. I think I'll go for Nunu since he's lowest. Yes. Wukong's. Oh, I wasn't even paying attention. Misfortune was sitting there wailing on me. What is Zen? Oh my god, the bots are dumb. God, the bot. Did you see how Zen just let him go like that? Anyway, let me talk about... I want to talk about the champions that are in this match. Misfortune is an AD carry. She uses pistols, as you can see there. The reason... let me just see if there's a... no, they're all magic users here. The reason they call it ability power, by the way, is because not every person that has uses their abilities like a mage does actually in the lore uses magic. For example, there's a character called Katarina who is an assassin that flings daggers at people, and her daggers are powered up by ability power, and functionally she's like a magic user, but lore-wise she's not actually using magic, she's throwing daggers at people. But she still uses ability power items. So that's why they called it ability power and not, say, magic power, because it wouldn't make sense in the lore. That's really, I think, the only reason. This thing right here that's beating on me is one of the super minions. It has tons of HP. Damn it, I'm not going to be able to save that inhibitor. Oh, wait, yes I am. I actually stopped him in time. I just put another rank right there. You see, I put it in my ultimate. For Ashe, you're going to want to rank up her W first and her ultimate first. And the other moves are less of a priority. And I'm going to position myself between the inhibitor and these approaching minions to make sure they get on me and they don't attack this building, because I'm trying to save it. Oh, it's close to dying. Thankfully, the HP regenerates on it. Yes, I'm going to save this. Good. Alright, so let's see. Ashe is a archer that shoots ice arrows. Ryze is probably your most typical mage in the game. He has 2 attack spells. Then he has another attack spell that roots enemies in place. And his ultimate makes his spells heal him. He gets spell vamp, basically. I'm gonna keep pushing this. I assume. No. No, I need to go back. Ah! Yes, that was my ultimate move. You can shoot it across the map, and I just predicted where Wukong would be, and I nailed him with it from really far away. Kind of proud of myself there. Let's see. Fiddlesticks is also a mage. He actually, if you've ever played WoW, he'll remind you of a Warlock in that playstyle, or a Necromancer from EQ2. He has some area spells that bounce back and hit enemies. He's got a silence mechanic, a fear mechanic. And his ultimate is a large area of effect spell. So he's another mage. Shin is a tank. He typically builds defensive items, but tanks in this game can actually kill other people pretty well just because they outlast them. He's got moves. He also uses energy, by the way. You can actually see if I click on Shin here, he's got a yellow energy bar instead of mana. Let me get on this person here. We're playing Rope-a-Dope right now. We're playing very defensively and staying in our base, and we're basically letting the enemy team, the enemy bots, make mistakes, and we're catching up in kills. And let me go in here and save this turret again. Okay, you see when I kill minions, when I get the last hit on minions, I get the gold from them. And with that gold, I can buy more items to power up my champion, which I'm desperately going to need because, like I said, I'm really far behind. Was I using... You know I can hit Q to toggle that on and off. It's a good idea to leave that off when you're fighting minions. There's no point in trying to slow them It's just a waste of your mana. Xin Shao, you've seen me playing him before. He's a melee fighter, and uh-oh, gotta go save that. He's a melee fighter who's very good at dealing melee burst damage and killing people very quickly. Get out of here, Shin. Get out of here. Oh, great. And he just taunted me right there. The enemy Shin, you saw briefly I was not in control of my character. That was actually him taunting me. Let me go back and build this Infinity Edge, which will give me a pretty big advantage. And also, I think I'll build this now. What do they recommend? I'll just build the recommended items, and we'll see how the recommendations perform in-game. Okay, the item I bought just now, it gives me attack speed, critical strike chance, and also movement speed. I know... do you see that ghost right there? The how the enemy champion named Wukong, it looked like he was standing in place. That was actually a doppelganger. The real Wukong stealthed away, so it's like he makes a clone of himself and just runs off while you attack the clone thinking it's him. MF is an AD carry that uses pistols instead of a bow. Graves is also another AD carry who has a gun, a shotgun. Shin, well, they have a Shin on their team too. He's a tank. Nunu is an interesting champion. He's a very tanky and durable mage who shoots out balls of ice that slow you. He also has a buff that makes his teammates run faster and attack faster. And his ultimate is that giant ice move that hits everything after it charges up. And Wukong is a melee fighter, similar in function to Xin Shao, but with different moves and different style of going about doing stuff. They're pushing pretty hard. Damn, they got one of our turrets. Let me get on. I'm trying to get on their misfortune, but I can't, and I think we might actually lose this. Yeah, I can't. I'm trying to get on this misfortune to stop her from attacking, and I can't. Oop. Nope, we lost. Anyway, that's not really important. The main thing is I just wanted to tell you about the game. So yeah, don't ever go AFK in this game. Your teammates are depending on you to be there and fight for them. This is what happens if you go AFK, and so when you play a match of League of Legends, be prepared to dedicate about 30 to 40 minutes to playing the game and giving it your full attention. Because if you just go AFK and sit around, like say you have to go to the bathroom or you gotta go eat dinner or go take the trash out, you'll ruin the game for both yourself and your teammates. Don't ever do it. You will be reported and you'll probably get banned. So just keep that in mind. This is what happens when you go AFK. You see that giant red defeat right there? That's what happens. Okay. So I think I've covered the basics of the game. If you watch a game now, you ought to be able to understand it. Past this point, it's really just a matter of knowing what different champions do. And each of them only really has a passive, 3 moves, and then their ultimate. So it doesn't take too long to figure out what they do. Alrighty, welcome back for the second half of this video. Now that I've covered an attack damage champion, I'm going to cover an ability power champion. In this case, I'm going to pick Ryze. And instead of last game where I derped around in base and fell hugely behind, I'm going to go ahead and actually do what I'm supposed to do and buy my items and head to my lane. I'm going to go mid, like most AP champions do. And I'm going to pick my Q to start out with. Q is a very standard starting move. It's usually the move you start with on, you know, most champions. Again, there's a lot of exceptions, but usually it's Q. So Ryze is a mage. He's probably one of the most typical mages in the game. He and Annie. Let's go over what he does. His passive. It's called Arcane Mastery. Casting a spell reduces all other spell cooldowns by 1 second. Ryze's abilities scale with his maximum mana. So he gets more damage the more mana he has, and the more mana he has, the more spells he can cast. So mana is actually really good for him. Now, casting a spell reduces all other spell cooldowns by 1 second. That's actually very important for his rotation. Rotation means the order of spells he casts and when to cast them. So I started with his Q late in this game, and I'm going to try and win this game quickly, as quick as I can. So let's see. So there's his Q. It gains. It has a passive effect, which is just 2% cooldown reduction, which makes the moves come back faster. And then it deals some magic damage. Let me last hit these guys. Dang it! I failed at last hitting right there. You don't want to do that. It's important to last hit minions for money, and I missed that one too. But yeah, it deals 60 plus 3, plus 6.5% of Ryze's maximum mana, which is 33 right now. Dang it! I'm trying to talk, Graves. Let me go pop this Graves with the spell. So there it is. It's an orb of magic. It shot out and it smacked him and it dealt some damage. Now I hit level 2 and you can saw I instantly took my W, which is called Rune Prison. It roots an enemy for 0.7 for 3/4 of a second. This actually the root time goes up as it ranks up, dealing 60 plus 5, which scales with my ability power, plus 4.5% of Ryze's maximum mana. So 60 plus 5 plus 26 magic damage. Dang it. I'm not the best at last hitting. I'll just go ahead and be honest. I find it kind of a chore, and it's actually one of the reasons. One of the reasons why. You know what? I'm just gonna use that there. Okay, I'm gonna take my E. So now I have all my moves. His E is called Spell Flux. It unleashes an orb that bounces to enemies or Ryze up to 5 times. Each bounce deals 50 plus 3 plus 1%, which is plus 6 right now, and reduces magic resistance by 12 seconds. So Ryze's basic rotation is Q, W, E, Q, essentially. His Q is on such a short cooldown that the passive. Let me go do the rotation against Graves, and you'll see what it looks like. Now, as soon as I attack Graves, all his minions will probably get on me, so I'll let him come up. W, Q, W, E, Q, boom. Q, W, E, Q. And now he's at half HP. So Ryze is a glass cannon, although he actually is a little tankier. He can build tankier because there's items that give armor and mana. And let me go do my rotation to him again. Come here. Q, W, E, Q, dead. Just like that, see? Q, W, E, Q, dead. And I got first blood, which is the first kill of the match. Getting the first kill of the game gives you... Oh, I thought I'd beat the... fall in after the turret there. Getting the first kill of a match gets first blood, and that's 400 bonus gold, which can be really important. Just clean up these guys really fast. I'm going to head back and go ahead and buy. Let's see, what does it recommend for Ryze? So you can see my starting items there. Essentials are boots, Catalyst the Protector, and Tear of the Goddess. I'm going to go ahead and buy my Tear so I can start charging that up. And I'm also going to buy that. And I'm actually going to wait for 25 gold. You can see the gold trickling in. If you only have just a few gold, It's okay to wait for a few seconds, but obviously don't wait too long. But since it's just like 25 gold, I'm gonna go ahead and wait and buy my boots, which are 325. Anyway, let's get back out there. Now, Graves is an 80 carry, and usually he's supposed to go to bottom lane. But yeah, it would have been better for the enemy team had their Fiddlesticks right here, who is a mage, gone to mid to verse me, especially because he has a silencing move that can interrupt my spells. Hey, what's up? Boop, 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 boop. See that? I mean, that's why the 80 carry probably shouldn't go mid. If he's up against a mage like Ryze, I mean, he attacked me a few times with his auto attack, but I did ridiculous amounts of burst damage to him. So, alright, I'm level 6. I got my ultimate now. The ultimate's called Desperate Power. It's free to cast. There's no cost. It channels immense arcane power, and it makes me gain 15% spell vamp and 60 movement speed. Spells deal 50% area of effect damage for 5 seconds. So I'm going to go ahead and use it, and I'm going to shoot this minion with my spell here. And you notice that it actually caused an area of effect there. Area of effect, Jesus. And it actually healed me. While it was going, I actually got some spell vamp, which made me gain life for dealing magic damage. Actually, no, that's not the case. It's not gaining life from magic damage. It's gaining life from damage derived from abilities. And if I remember correctly, it even affects these. But don't quote me on that. I might have to double check that at some point. But it used to. I remember it used to work on Smite. Anyway, so Q, W, E, Q again. And that smoke cloud blinds me and makes me not be able to see out of it. So that's why my vision went all screwy while I was standing in that smoke. So yeah, I'm having a pretty easy time versus Graves up here. He's also an easy bot, so there's that. Now, there's the question of, should I use my magic to push the creep waves? And I think I will because I want to win this quickly. So I'm going to dip into my magic reserves and use that to just help me kill off these minions. We're almost to the turret. I'm going to go ahead and use my ult again and go after these minions in the back. Oops. We got popped by the turret. But I took got a little bit of healing. Oh, dang it, Graves is back. Oh, can we go throw this at him and run off before the turret shoots us? Yeah, we can. Did you see the turret flash yellow for a second, indicating that it was trying to target me? But I got out of its range before it was able to do so. Hello, come down here, Graves. Oh! I probably could have flashed into the turret's range to kill him and then used my barrier to get out, but I wasn't feeling frisky enough. So after putting points into my Q, I'm going to focus on my W, because that's also a good source of damage. And it's also a root, which is pretty powerful for trying to kill. Oh! I'm sitting here talking and not paying attention. I ran out of minions, and the turret decided to focus me. So I'm going to go ahead and use my ultimate and cause some area of effect damage to these minions just to push this wave faster. There we go. So now I can attack this turret freely as long as these minions stay alive and do some damage to that turret. Nope, you're going to run off. I should probably... Yeah, I got a potion. I'll stay in the... Ooh, whoa, 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 hey! So, an important thing to remember is you do not live in a bubble. Other people can freely just... there's nothing stopping me from taking this path and heading right up and up here and going to top lane and fighting these people. Just switching lanes. Typically in a match, your jungler and the enemy's jungler is responsible for ganking people. That means running out of the fog of war in the jungle and jumping on somebody and killing them when they don't expect it. But the enemy bots are not programmed to jungle yet, so I'm not having to worry about that. But typically, you wouldn't want to be at the enemy's turret at, you know, low HP. Because the jungler can come up out of the river here through these bushes or up one of these paths and come up behind you and cut off your escape and kill you very easily. Do I have the mana to do this? Hey, what's up? Yep, I got him. And he put me in a smoke cloud, so I couldn't actually see me killing him, but the magic spell went out there and got him. Alright, so I'm going to head back. Can I build the... You know, I should probably actually stay here until I get another 300 gold. Oh, dang it. I'm out of mana, though. That's a problem. Yeah, I'm going to have to go back, I think. Well... You can see I'm waiting for the minions to do their auto attacks to the enemy minion before I finally try to get the last hit in. Now, when you're attacking towers, you might think that mages really are bad at killing towers. And, you know, they're not the best. However, when I auto-attack a tower, I do get some credit for my ability power. When you auto-attack a tower, some of your ability power gets added to the damage you deal. Now, this is only to towers. It's not to graves here or minions. It's only just to towers. And they did that so that mages can, you know, actually threaten to kill towers in a timely fashion. Because otherwise, it would just be, you walk up to a tower with this crappy little auto attack I have, and just not be able to do anything. Hey, what's up? Oh, I couldn't get that last Q on him. So you saw when I attacked him, the minions got on me. Early game, those minions can do a decent amount of damage. Woo, hey buddy, calm down. Got him. Okay, now I'm gonna head back because of I'm really out of mana and I'm low on HP. So, although I am gonna finish off this minion wave and then go back. Okay. Now I can head back. So I'm 3 kills and 0 deaths and 0 assists. That last number is assists. And this number right here is how many creeps I've killed, or minions. I'm going to buy this item, which is a great item for Ryze. It gives 250 mana, 60 ability power, mana regen. It has a unique passive that grants ability power equal to 3% of maximum mana. And it has, well, let me buy this too. Okay, let me head back out. I'll read this to you while I'm talking. The mana charge ability, it increases your maximum mana every time you cast a spell. So, and the tier, the thing I bought, Tier of the Goddess, also has the same mana charge ability. So while I was casting spells, I was actually building charges on it and gaining maximum mana, which, as you remember, Ryze's passive, all his spells benefit scale up with mana. He's a very... Oh, hey, Fiddlesticks. Come here. Oh, Raka, get out of the way. I was going for Fiddlesticks. Fine, I'll go for you. Oh, she just barely got away. Dang it, Raka. Having to ruin everything. Fine, I'll kill Fiddlesticks instead. Gotcha. Can I get Shin too? Yep, got Shin too. Great. Boop. Let's go for the turret now. Can we finally get this turret? I'm actually going to step back behind the turret, and I'm going to intercept the minion wave to keep it off our minion wave, and let them attack me instead of our minions, so that my minions can continue attacking that turret unmolested. Is what I'm trying to do here. There we go. Got it. Okay. There's Warwick. Hey, buddy. I'm not gonna get him. He's under his turret now. Dang, that was close. All right, I'm gonna fall back. So as I push deeper into their territory, it gets more dangerous for me. Because as you see here, pushing this turret, their jungle is all around me, and their jungler can just hop out and nom on me. If they had one, but they don't. Okay, so what I'm building now, this item is called Rod of Ages, and that's what I'm building towards. It's made up of some ruby crystal, which is plus 180 health. Sapphire crystal, which is plus 200 mana. These two items build a Catalyst the Protector, which is health, mana, and has a unique passive that makes me gain, that heals me and gives me mana when I level up. This combines with a Blasting Wand, which is plus 40 ability power, and it turns into a Rod of Ages, which is health, mana, ability power, and it slowly charges up health, mana, and ability power over, I think, 1 stack per minute, max 10 stacks. Yes, over 10 minutes it ramps up to give you even more health and ability power and mana. And as you remember, I get more ability power from mana. So the more mana I have, the more damage I do. You'll also remember that my Archangel Staff right here, damn it, it grants 3% of my max mana is also turned into ability power. So I actually have two separate mechanics here that give me more damage based on how much mana I get. I've got my own passive, and then the passive effect from Archangel Staff right here. So Rod of Ages plus Archangel Staff is a great combination for Ryze. I'm going to go in on Fiddlesticks here. And let's. Oh, he fears me. Okay, he feared me. And I'm going to let him actually use his rotation because I think... Yeah, I'm going to run back because I had a feeling they were coming. Alright, let's see if I can get Shin here by himself. Come here. Come here, Shin. See how I lost sight of him when he went in the bush? That's the bush's camouflage effect. Alright, I think I might be able to burst Graves down really fast. If I have to guess, I think Shin is heading over here. Yeah, there's Graves, there's Shin. Yeah, they're going to help their bot lane turret. Ooh, that's a lot of them there. Oh, but Graves is by himself. He messed up. He messed up bad. Oh, burst down by magic damage real fast. I'm going to go in on Raka here, I think. Hey, Raka. Nope, I'm going to get taunted. I'm going to pop my shield and run off, and then head back because they're... Looks like the bots are indecisive about coming in on me. They're level 8, and I'm also level 12, so I've got a pretty big advantage. Let's see if I can pop Warwick with a Q here without getting in range of Shin's taunt. Oh, now my friendly bots have actually fallen back. I thought they were just south of me, but they actually went back. Can I work Warwick's HP down? I'm trying to put him in position for me to gank him. But he's going to leave. Okay, full rotation on Shin. Yep, got him. Okay, hello Warwick. Come here. Oh, I don't have... Oh! Did you see that laser coming down? Lux, you... Oh, wait, no. Oh! Oh, God, I thought that was an enemy. Okay, Lux is a mage. She uses light magic, and her ultimate is a laser that goes across the map that can hit people. And I panicked when I saw it. I thought there was a Lux on the enemy team. I forgot who was on whose team. And I thought I was about to die, and I dodged it. But she was just trying to help me. I didn't realize it was a friendly ability. There's no friendly fire in this game, by the way. Rod of Ages, okay, so I can build that. And I think the next thing I'm going to build is I'm going to deviate from their recommendations here. And I'm going to build a Rabadon's Death Cap. Actually, no, I'm going to finish off my Sorcerer's Shoes. There we go. Alright, so I got a pretty core build here for Ryze. I've got Sorcerer's Shoes, which gives me movement speed and magic penetration. You see this here, the magic resistance? Magic penetration helps you get past magic resistance. So I've got 30 magic resist, which reduces magic damage I take by 23%. So if I was attacking myself, I have 35 magic pen total. That's from Runes and Masteries, which I have not touched on. You don't have, if you start playing this game, you're not going to have to really worry about those for a while. I wouldn't worry with runes until you're level... When can you get the tier 3 runes? 21? Anyway, you're not going to have to worry about runes for a while. The very, very simplified version is they are stat boosts that you can customize for your character before a match starts. They're just flat stat boosts. That's basically what they are. Masteries. If you've ever played World of Warcraft or something like that, I guess I'll go in on Graves here. Oh, no. Graves is going to pick up a heal from Soraka. I thought there was too many enemies there to go in on them, but our Ashe was feeling frisky. Hey, Fiddlesticks, what's up, buddy? Oh, he silenced me. You feared me. Ain't gonna be enough. I'm so greedy. Oh, Soraka healed him! Uh-oh, now I'm in trouble. No, I'm in a lot of trouble. I got greedy. I got so greedy. Ah! I got greedy. Soraka is a support character who has a heal, and she dropped a heal on Fiddlesticks right as my nuke was about to hit him and kill him. So she saved his life right there. Now what happened to me was Warwick's ultimate is he jumps on someone and pins them to the ground for a while and they can't do anything. The mechanic is called suppression. Shin also has a taunt, which forces you to use your auto attack against him for a few seconds. So Warwick ulted me, and I believe Shin taunted me, and basically I was not in control of my character for a pretty lengthy amount of time, so I was easy to kill. That's called crowd control, and it's a great way to kill people who are giving you trouble. I think I'm going to do the Rabadons, and then I'm going to build a Frozen Heart, so I'll still stop here. Okay, so I'm going to make a pit stop in the jungle. Yeah, I'm going to go in the jungle here. Now, there are 2 special jungle monsters for each side. Four. There's 4. Right here, we have this golem here, and you see this little blue effect on him that's swirling around down there? That's called Blessing of the Ancient Golem, I think. Everyone just calls it blue buff. Blue buff makes your mana regenerate faster and gives you some cooldown reduction. So I'm going to kill this guy, and I'm going to get, by killing him, I'm going to get this buff on me. See? See the blue effect down there? And you can see it right here. It's called, Crest of the Ancient Golem. This unit has greatly increased mana and energy generation and 20% cooldown reduction on their abilities. If slain, this buff transfers to the killer. Okay, so that's blue buff. There's another buff from this monster right here that you can't see because of the fog of war. Ooh, I gotta help that turret. It's red buff, and it makes your auto attacks slow people. And let's go in on Warwick here. Damn it, Raka, stop healing people when I'm trying to kill them. Got her. Come here, Raka. Come here. Hey, what's up? Damn it, Shin! Got her. Oh, that actually shut her down. She had been... Oh, psh! I was gonna... The Fiddlesticks was trying to run for loss, and she just gets toasted by the laser. Oh, that was funny. Got him. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah, red buff. The jungles are mirrored, by the way. So, Shin's down there. Wait, is the turret on me? Oh, shoot, the turret's on me. Huh. Is it on Renekton now? Okay. And I'll get on the minions. Should get on the minions. Right, so our blue buff is here. Our red buff is here. It's flipped for the enemy team side, so their blue buff is here, and their red buff is right here. I'm going to kill this guy just to show off the effect. Let me zap him down with my magics. Boom. Boom. Okay, so now I've got red and blue buff. This is Blessing of the Lizard Elder. Also, just everybody calls it red. Nobody calls it Blessing of the Lizard Elder in this game. Everybody just calls this red buff and blue buff. This unit's attacks slow the target and burn them over several seconds. If the buff holder is slain, this buff is transferred to the killer. Now, the burning effect, I want to show this off on camera here. Let me go use my auto attack on Soraka. Boom. So I hit her. Do you see that white ticking up, that little white 38 right there? White damage is true damage. You can see that purple, the purple numbers flashing up right there, that's magic damage. And then the red numbers is physical damage when I attack her. Got her. So red is physical, purple is magic, and then white damage is true damage. True damage always does what it says it's going to do. So if I deal 100 true damage to a target, their health is going to fall by 100. It's not going to be mitigated by anything in the game. No armor or magic resist is going to mitigate it. So that's what true damage is. Pretty self-explanatory, I guess. Can I buy? Okay, I need 100. I need 840 gold to finish off my Rabadon's death cap. The reason I want this item is it gives 120 ability power, which is a huge amount, and it has a unique passive that increases ability power by 30%. So if I had 100 ability power, it would make it so I had 130. If I had 1,000 ability power, it would make it so I had 1,300, and so forth. I'm going to keep pushing mid here. I've got 371 ability power now, so let's take a look at what happened to my Q. Deals 160 plus 148 plus 174, which is for my mana, so I'm hitting pretty hard. Hey, whoa! Suddenly I am aware that none of my teammates are here. And Shin just used his ultimate on Warwick. I'm not sure. That he didn't really need to, but the bots are, you know. Damn it. I want Graves. Get out of the way, Raka. Alright, you know what? Fine. You're going to stand in the way. I'll just do this to you. Boom. Alright, I was trying to go for Graves because he's a much bigger threat. I guess I'll work on these minions here. Now, as I keep casting spells, I haven't forgotten about this. This keeps charging up, and when it gets, I think when it gets fully charged, it turns into another. When it gets fully charged, it transforms into another item. Basically, it's the same kind of thing, only now it turns into an item called Seraph's Embrace. It has an active effect where I can gain a shield. And the shield strength is based on how much mana I have. So it's handy to have if you're a glass cannon mage like I am. If you're a glass cannon mage like I am, having a shield, an extra shield to protect yourself with, is pretty nice. Hello, Raka. Boop. Oh, you silenced me, and now Fiddlesticks is gonna come silence me too. You know, I probably ought to use my shield here. And now I get feared. Okay. I'm going to have to pop my ult for the life gain, I think. Alright. Spell Vamp, go! I suppose I should just head back. So, you saw right there, Soraka has a silence. So does Fiddlesticks. Fiddlesticks also has a fear, so I got silenced. So, when you're silenced, you can't use abilities. So I got silenced. When that wore off, I got silenced again. So I'm just standing around, and all I can do is auto-attack. And when that wore off, I got feared, so I couldn't do anything. So they were chaining various crowd control effects on me. Alright, so there's my Rabadons, and now I've got 506 ability power. I am hitting so friggin' hard at this point, it's insane. I will go ahead with what they recommended and go ahead and get this Void Staff, which is 70 ability power, and then its passive effect is magic damage ignores 35% of the target's magic resistance. So that'll just help me get by their defenses more. I think I'm just gonna keep pushing up mid lane. Alright. So now let me take a quick look at just these defensive items. I probably won't build them this game, but this is Frozen Heart. It gives armor, mana, cooldown reduction, and reduces the attack speed of nearby enemies by 20%. So it's a great defensive item, giving you armor and nerfing the attack speed of enemies. And it also gives mana, so, you know, it's not as much as, say, you know, some of these other items I have, but just because of the fact that it gives you some mana does mean... Oh, he teleported away with his ultimate. I was so close to hitting him with another Q and finishing him. Hello, Raka. Goodbye, Raka. Her full name is Soraka, but a lot of people shorten it to Raka. Is Graves coming up here? Oh, look at that. I didn't even need to use my W there. That's kind of funny. Splat. Okay, let's get their inhibitor down. Oh, hey, this transformed. Okay, so here we have Seraph's Embrace. Its unique active is, okay, it takes 20% of my current mana, which grants a shield for 3 seconds that absorbs damage equal to 150 plus the amount of mana I consume. So I'm going to go in on these guys, and I'm going to pop the shield and see what happens. Actually, I'm not, because they're running away. They're not even trying to fight me. So you can see there that Shin he's got some magic resistance on him. You see how I'm not just instantly exploding Shin? He has an item called Spirit Visage, which among other stats that you can see here, it gives plus 55 magic resistance. So he's kind of resisting my damage a little bit. So that's why I'm having trouble. That's why the this Void Staff would be good to get, so that I can more effectively damage him. Oh my god, I didn't even have to use... I killed blew up Fiddlesticks there in using 2 moves. It's kind of funny. Let's do this. Hit them with that. This. There we go. By killing these minions before these minions that were going here were heading bot lane, now they're not going to show up there, and it's just going to be our minions attacking. Goodbye, Warwick. Come on. Do I want to be aggressive? I think I do. Oh, Shin! You suck! Now stop I didn't need to use the barrier. I was already out and I was already free and clear there. So Shin can actually stand up to my nukes for a little bit because of that magic resist he's got. Some other people, maybe not so much, like Graves here. Oh, Ashe stole that kill from me with her ultimate. That's kind of funny, but I don't care. No big deal. We're about to win here, so I think I'm just gonna stay up here and keep attacking. And here comes Shin again to be annoying. Yep, he's gonna taunt me. And now that the taunt wore off, I'm gonna dump my spells on him. Let's see if I can burst him down. That heal right there that he just got was Soraka's ultimate heal. It heals all the teammates on the battlefield, no matter where they are. And that was her silence right there. So I just got my ability to cast spells back. Hello, Raka. Goodbye, Raka. Let's start popping some of these minions down. Oh, hey, Fiddlesticks. Yeah, I can't fight him. I'm running low on... Actually, I think I could, but my moves weren't ready. Okay, I'm gonna head back and let the... our minions might actually get that... No. Yeah, they got the turret. Okay, I'm gonna head back. Next push will win this, because they're down to 1 turret here. And that'll let me go back and build this Void Staff. And I think I'll also build this as well, part of this Will of the Ancients. So what I just built was the Void Staff, which is ability power and magic penetration right there. This is ability power and spell vamp, Hextech Revolver. So now I've got some passive spell vamp besides the spell vamp on my ult. So that means when I damage people with my spells, I'm going to get some life back, which will help me stay out in the field longer. Now the Hextech Revolver builds into 3 separate items. The one that recommended for me was Will of the Ancients, which is 50 ability power, and then an aura, a passive aura that grants nearby allied champions and myself 30 ability power and 20 spell vamp. So that's what it recommended. Hey, what's up? Wow. God, I never get tired of seeing that. Alright, let's go on somebody squishier. Hey, how are you doing? You need to die. Nope, Shin's gonna save her. Alright, fine, I'll get on Graves. Ashe stole my kill again! Dang it, Ashe. Come back here. Boop. Boop. Alright, I got him. So you can see I'm using my Q and my W primarily. Okay, got her. Yeah, their team is pretty screwed now because you can see the respawn timers. They don't have enough people on the field to stop us from pushing into their base now. And we might actually get Shin here. Yeah, we got him finally. That was, you can see the effects of my magic penetration overwhelming his defenses now. So we're killing their Nexus now. And gonna get some revenge on these stupid bots. So this is what happens when you don't sit at your base and make your team lose by being AFK, essentially. Let's let my moves come back up and then dump them all onto Graves. Dead before Lux's ult even went off. That's kind of funny. Hello, Warwick. Goodbye, Warwick. Here's Fiddlesticks' ultimate. I'm going to pop my shield. I use my shield summoner spell. And I'm glad I did, because it probably saved my life right there. And Xin Shao came in and got both those kills, but that's okay. And with that, we win. And so, alright, so that was a match as an AD carry, an attack damage champion, and here's a match as an ability power champion. You can see the kinds of items they build, and you can see what happens when you go to your lane and do your job properly from the start, and you also see what happens when you go AFK and derp around in the game, and the enemy team gets more gold and experience faster than you. Okay, so I guess that's about it. And when I say experience, you go from level 1 to 18 in the game. Every single game, the champions do. So every game you play, you start at level 1. I guess that's about it. I hope this gives you a better introduction to the game, so when you watch League of Legends games in the future, or maybe you decide to play the game for yourself, you have a better grasp of what's going on. The game is completely free to play. The only thing spending real-life money will buy you is skins, champion skins to alter your appearance. You can also buy boosts to make you earn influence points faster, which lets you unlock champions faster to use. You honestly don't need to. In all seriousness, you don't need to spend a dime on this game at all. You don't really need any of the experience boosts. You don't need any of the other stuff. It's one of the few free-to-play games on the market that really is completely free-to-play. There's nothing you can spend money on that's really going to help you out too much, other than being, appearance items. Hats from Team Fortress 2, basically. All right, so I think that's it. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you on the Fields of Justice. There is a link in the video description if you want to sign up for the game. It's completely free. And I'll see you guys next video. Until then, take it easy.